And my job as ambassador here in the UK is to pass on information I'm getting about how this much-loved creature is being brought back from the brink of extinction. I hope to make an ambassadorial visit to the Edinburgh pandas soon. And then next September, I'll be taking groups of travellers who are in China with Wendy Wu Tours. I'm going to be showing them around the Chengdu Panda Base and another one at Bifengshi, which is up in the mountains about 2 hours drive away from Chengdu in the panda homeland. So although the ones there are still in captivity, they can see the hills of home all around them. And I hope eventually is that the young ones that have been raised there, some of them will be able to be put back into the wild and so help the wild population to increase in number and save the species from extinction. The pandas at Edinburgh Zoo are, if you like, a pointer to show people the way to conservation and the need for it. There are several zoos around the world with Chinese pandas, and of course everybody's hoping that eventually the ones in Edinburgh will produce an offspring. This year, sadly, the baby died. But the whole point of having pandas scattered in zoos around the world is to impress on people the importance of protecting them in their native homeland. And that's what's happening in Sichuan now. 17 baby pandas were born this year there, 14 at Bifengshi and more in other places. So that is guaranteeing now the future of the species. And when in my Newsround days, we regarded pandas as the symbol of conservation, telling British children how important it was to protect all endangered species, tigers and goodness knows, so many other threatened species. But the panda was the big symbol, and it still is, I think. And if we make sure that the panda survives, well, that means we do care. As a civilization, we do care. And we need to care about many less attractive, less glamorous creatures that are also threatened. But as long as we save the panda, that creates the awareness. The Chinese government are actually putting a lot of money into conservation now. It was kick-started in the first place by WWF, who put £1 million into the panda breeding program in the 1980s. But now the Chinese government is putting a lot of money in. The ticket money from the panda bases, which attract up to 40,000 people a day. A lot of that money is going towards the research. So certainly as far as pandas are concerned, the Chinese government is very serious about conserving what is its national creature now, its national symbol. Well, I know from my countryfile experience that the British nation is very concerned about what happens to its countryside and to the wild creatures in it. We behave as though we own the countryside. Most of us don't, but we want to protect it. We have a kind of proprietorial attitude towards our countryside and its wildlife, and we don't want harm to come to them. So, I mean, we don't get many pandas in our countryside, but we do get quite a few endangered creatures. I mean, the Exmoor pony is as endangered as the panda, and it's important that we pay proper attention to creatures that are endangered in the UK.
And by helping to, or by promoting the conservation of pandas, you're indirectly promoting the conservation of creatures in the UK. That's the general.
Yeah, I think that by focusing attention on the pandas, you're telling people that it is important to protect endangered species, no matter where they are, no matter what kind of creature they are. They do need saving.